Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101 and welcome to today. It's a very special day for me. We are racing on a track that does not see any F1 cars anymore. We are racing in the 2004 Ferrari F1 car. This car is as old as I am. Now for those of you who don't know, usually I drive the modern F1 cars from 2020 to 2025. That's kind of my jam. That's kind of what I've been into for the past, 5 years, duh. That's what I've been into for the past 5 years. I've been a huge fan of F1, especially recently, watching every single one of the races with my buddy Sora. He's also my typical racing partner. He's my teammate. He is also just a great friend to me. Anyway, we're not getting into my bromance with Sora right now. We are driving the F1 2004 Ferrari on the Nuremberg because it's a track that doesn't see them anymore. Now, that being said, I'm going to do a couple warm-up laps. You know, I'm sure future me will have some fun with the editing, you know, showing off some of the moments I screw up. Be a YouTuber, they said. It'll be easy, they said. They were lying. That's my clutch. Not me using the clutch as a brake. That is not what it's used for, Shooter. I need to... channel my inner Niki Lauda. Even though it was Michael Schumacher in this car in 2004. It was a really wide turnoff. The last time I drove around the full track of the Nuremberg was in Forza 5? 4 or 5 was the last time I did the full lap of the nordschleife, so... This was the car that Jeremy Clarkson said had too much technology on it. Little did he know at the time how much technology would go into an F1 car. What is this? 11 years later? That's not right. This is 2004. 21 years later? Mathing right now. I just broke this F1 car. I wasn't paying attention, that's why. This is the car that Jeremy Clarkson said had too much technology in it. 21 years ago. I really wonder what his thoughts and opinions are of the modern F1 car. I'm sure they aren't as glamorous as he made it out to be 21 years ago on Top Gear when he talked about the fact that the F1 cars have too much technology and it's not about racing anymore, it's about how fast or how good is the technology that the teams can afford, essentially. And honestly, he wasn't wrong. These cars are beasts, even to today's standards. They were the pinnacle of racing technology back in 2004, obviously, and now they're relics, essentially. They're not used for practically anything. But in my opinion, they should be celebrated just as much. That roar of the engine that so many people can only really describe as nostalgic. These cars are violent. That corner always throws me off. This is the warm-up lap, so it's fine. But yeah, that sound, it just brings out something. It's a pure therapy, that's what it is. The sound of an F1 car roaring around a track. It's not a sound that we get anymore today, the modern F1 car. And honestly, despite being a fan of the sport, a fan of the sport, this sound is missing. It's so good. We have 1.6 V6, 1.6 liter V6 engines in the modern F1 car. I just screwed up my suspension. That's not going to bode well for me. We have, yeah, I think. I might be wrong, actually. I think it is a 1.6 liter V6 engine in the modern F1 car. Modern day F1 car. And honestly, let's bring back the V10s. Let's bring back the V8s. You know, one of the two at least. Listen to that engine. When it's not broken to all hell because the driver is a moron and is more so paying attention to the nostalgia of an F1 car than actually driving it properly around the road. Listen to that sound. Like, how can you not fall in love with that? Honestly, if I wasn't in the cars before F1, hearing that engine would make me fall in love. Never mind with, you know, another person. Just listen to that roar of the engine. It's such a good sound. It's such a good sound. And I will never get over it because it is the best sound the world has to offer, in my opinion. Even NASCARs sound better than the modern F1 car, and I'm not a huge fan of NASCAR. I will not lie, it's really hard to drive this car when every suspension piece is broken. I'm not gonna lie. I look forward to doing this turn at speed. So we're gonna ignore the really bad driving, because I'm trying to remember the track. I'm gonna do a proper warm-up lap where I just take it slow. After repairing the car, I'm gonna try not to talk too much about the mechanics going on here. The beauty of an F1 car from back in the day. The beauty of speed in its purest factor. And the thing is I really do think that the old F1 cars should be a little bit more celebrated because they were masterpieces of their time. They still are, in my opinion, honestly. They're not much further behind, in a way, from our modern F1 cars. They're lighter, they're narrower, they have a little less power to speak of, but they're more nimble, and they go about the same speed overall. It would just be so cool to get a comparison. And, I mean, we did get a comparison. Max Verstappen and, I forget the other guy's name, but they raced the Red Bulls around Silverstone, in the wet, granted, but, you know, they raced it around Silverstone. And we got to see kind of a comparison between the modern F1 car and... I don't remember if the car was this old. I think it was actually newer than this car, but regardless, we got to see an F1 car versus a modern F1 car. We got to see an older legend. Now, that being said, obviously some of the safety standards were not in consideration with this F1 car. As we can see, there is no halo, there's just the antenna at the front, and that's it. There is no safety feature, there's a little bit of a windshield. Whereas a modern F1 car, of course, we know, has the safety halo, which saves lives. So it would be nice to see a combination of the old F1 car mixed in with the modern F1 car, and more specifically what I'm talking about is that thing that makes noise, and it makes it so beautifully. I love hearing that noise. If I could hear that noise all the time... And that's what I love about Assetto Corsa. It's down even this straight, you can hear a little bit of the echo of that engine, and it just... Now, that being said, the modern technology of an F1 car is absolutely insane. From the aerodynamics to even the way that it distributes the power, and even the way that the ERS system is implemented. That being said, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare. Now, that being said, I come from a family of people who loved the old F1 cars. just the roar of the engine down these tracks as they fought for first place. I mean, they still do that, obviously, but like... No, there's something nostalgic and something really amazing about these cars that people love to this day. And I'm one of those people that just loves this type of car. There is nothing better than an F1 car with a V10 in it. Nothing. Okay, so the braking... I can brake a lot later there. Come on, shooter, you know racing lines. Why aren't you following any of them? There we go. Don't be too scared of the walls, but don't be comfortable with them either. Oh, kind of like that. I mean, doing these at 130 kilometers an hour for those corners is kind of insane regardless. Oh yeah, the turn's a little further up than that. Now, I noticed this in recording this trackside recording, that you can tell immediately how much more comfortable and confident I am in the track and the car, and I think that's amazing after just one lap of completely wrecking out. People that complain in video games about not having a mini-map clearly have never done sim racing before. We have to figure this shit out, like, in a lap or two. And on a course like the Nuremberg ring, damn near impossible. And I mean, not even sim racers, like just racing in general. That being said, the modern F1 games, of course, we have mini-maps, and actually all the F1 games, they have mini-maps. Could have a mini-map on the set of Corsa. That's a sharper corner than I think every time. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that one in my mental, in my brain. Sharper corner than you think, shooter. It was narrower than I should have been. I should have gone wide and then narrow. Never going to gear 1. Used to having 8 gears, which is the modern F1 car. I have 7. Throws off my counting every time. Missing all the apexes here. I'm going much slower than necessary here, but again, it's a slow lap just to kind of learn the course, figure it out, get a feel. Really hard to lock up the brakes on this car. Wow, I'm impressed. I have traction control, I think, but I don't have ABS, so I'm mazed right now. Oh, that gets tight. I need one of those rally car drivers in my ears right now. Sharp to left. That makes no sense. To left. There we go. That makes sense. Sharp to left is not a thing. Sharp left is just a sharp left. It's like a 90-degree. Anyway, I'm sure anyone that knows anything about rallying knows what I'm talking about. I know how it works, and I know what the different things mean because I do rally driving on my not wanting to do F1 time or doing Le Mans Ultimate. I'm trying to diversify my racing experience, chat. I really am. Because it really was just F1 and only F1 for the longest time. And not like old F1. So the very first F1 game I ever played, this is a weird place for an F1 car. The first game I ever played with an F1 car was 2011. F1 2011 was my first F1 game. And needless to say, I sucked at it, and I suck more at it now. I played it recently on controller because I was like, I've got the hang of F1 cars. I know how to drive them. You know, I play the modern games with ease most of the time. That was a rough day for me. That was a rough, like, 2 hours or so of playing F1 2011, because I played on my favorite track, the track I know really well, Spa, in Belgium, and oh boy, let me tell you. It did not go well. I was all over the track. It was a fun time, but I was all over the track. And I'm sure there's people that are exclusively watching this just to hear the noise of the F1 car again for pure nostalgia, and they're like, can this dude shut the hell up? I'm trying to listen to the car.
And I give you that ultimate opportunity right now.
I did it in an Indy car in Forza Motorsport, and let me just say, the fastest I ever did it in was a 9:57, and I never replicated it. And with a broken F1 car, 9:12 was my time. Let's see what happens here. Never go into first gear. It's a bad gear. You over-rev immediately and you just have no traction in it. It's a bad gear in F1 cars anyway. I'm sure it's not that bad with this car because of the lack of 8th gear, but it's probably still pretty bad. Hello everybody, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it very much. Thank you to all the people that have subscribed to me over the past however long I've been doing this, especially now that I've been doing it more professionally. Thank you for everyone who's been leaving likes and comments on the videos. Please let me know what you would like to see more of down below, whether it's more racing, different types of cars, different tracks, or if you just want to see me play different video games. If you want to see me play more video games with my friends, I'm sure I can arrange that. Hopefully my microphone sounds better than it did in the video. I apologize. I've been messing around with my microphone settings a lot, especially because according to some of my friends, some of my viewers, there's a lot of background noise that gets picked up, so I have a new noise gate. I have a new software for noise gate and equalizer, so I'm working to configure it pretty much every time I record. Hopefully it sounds better, but this video does need to get uploaded because I'm missing on content, and I apologize for that. It's been a really bad week for me, but I am getting back into the swing of things. I hope you guys all enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. That being said, this is actually an ad for a partner. For those of you who don't know, I'm partnered with Moza Racing, which is a fantastic sim racing rig kind of group. So if you're looking to up your racing rig, or even if you're looking to get into sim racing, I 100% do recommend Moza Racing. You can use my code SH101 at checkout, or you can use the link in the description down below, which will just automatically use my code at checkout. They are having a sale starting November 21st. You can get some amazing stuff from them. They have some accessories for steering wheels if you don't want a sim rig, or if you have a sim rig already, but you just want add-ons. They have tons of those. If you do want a starting sim rig, I do recommend the R35, not the R35, the R5 series. It's fantastic. I personally prefer having a clutch pedal just for the type of racing that I do, because I do a variety, but if you just want the 2-pedal, there's a bundle for that as well. I recommend Moza because they feel really amazing to drive. They are either direct drive or belt driven, which is fantastic. It feels super smooth to race with. The force feedback is actually pretty powerful if you want it to be, or it can be not so powerful if you don't want it to be. The racing wheels just feel incredible. They're made with really durable materials, and it's actually reasonably priced. It's only about $100 more for the R5 series than it is for like a Logitech G29, which is the current sim racing wheel I have right now, but I'm hoping to move to a much better Moza series. So if you want a good racing wheel, Moza is having a Black Friday deal starting November 21st, and they're going to be offering a whole bunch of different things on sale. You can get accessories, you can get wheelbases, you can get steering wheels in general, you can get pedals or gear shifts or even handbrakes. It really is up to you, whatever you want. You're probably going to be able to find it at Moza Racing. Go check them out. You can use code SH101 at checkout, or again, link in the description down below. Go check out their store. It's really full of really cool stuff. And with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of the video. I think I can do this flat out here. Yep. The tires aren't super happy about it, but we can do it super flat there. Chat, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it, actually. I love this car. I love this car more than the modern F1 cars I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I do mean day-to-day. I'm almost in an F1 car every day. Speaking of, this lap is probably going to get interrupted by me. Oh my god. And I apologize for it. It's so intense. Haha! Not this time, corner!
And again, we can just kind of hear the difference and see the difference and almost even feel the difference between my confidence level between the last lap and even this lap. Like, the difference is insane how much I'm, like, pushing the car now compared to how much I was.
Sorry, tires. I just heard them screech across that pavement. I'm too uncertain of some of these corners, like, I really am. I'm sure I can take a lot of these areas a lot more flat out than I am, but... I don't trust the car enough, if that makes sense, which is an insane thing to say, since it handles just about as well as a modern F1 car. I'm sure if I took a modern F1 car around here, I'd destroy my time, but... Whoa. I wanted to go for it, it didn't work quite so well. Hearing the undercarriage of the F1 car just getting battered and beaten. Although that kind of happens everywhere, to be honest. The track is not evenly built. Yeah, gear 1 really not good. Well, that was the first lockup. That actually happened. Kind of impressed. This will be my more successful of the laps, I think. It felt faster. I felt like I was pushing the car. Truly. Oh, this is a bumpy area. I am out of gears right now. That whine is perpetual. Beautiful! 731, that is fantastic. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. That was good. That was good. Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101, and welcome to, something. We are racing a car that is as old as I am right now, the 2004 Ferrari F1 car. Yes, I'm dating myself a little bit here. We're driving around the Nordschleife. So, you know, Nuremberg. Oh, hold on, maybe. Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101, and today we're driving a car that is as old as I am, the 2000... never mind. Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101, and welcome to... Go through a blooper reel, please. I don't want to do that to myself. Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101. I am going to be racing a car that is old as I am, the F1 2004 Ferrari. Yes, I just dated myself. For those of you who don't know, I usually drive modern F1 cars, the 2020, basically the 2020 series up to the 2025. Racing cars, I do that quite often. Today we're going to be driving on a track that no longer sees F1 cars, as far as we're concerned. Why is my throttle reversed what it should be? I hate this process. I hate when a set of courses resets all my keybinds, and I have to go in and change it all again. Please, for the love of God, don't include this, because now I have to do the intro for the 5th or 6th time now. Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101, and I hate this. I hate this so much.